Oh, what a basketball game that we came up just short on. In Anthony Edwards' game-tying attempt at the buzzer, in the entirety of the game, and in the actual physical stature of the players that we put out there. Just short. As we were playing this game with none of our bigs, no Naz Reid, Karl Anthony Towns, or Rudy Gobert, and we're playing the big of two-time MVP, reigning Finals MVP Nikola Jokic, who of course dominated in this game, was even hitting triples, just lethal ones that were so just crushing to the soul when he hit them. And we were also doing that on the second night of a back-to-back, having played Utah the night before, fly back to Minneapolis to play this one. I was in attendance, and I was losing my voice a little bit by the third quarter. That's how you know it was intense, because this was a rough game for us, especially early on. 70 points out of the Nuggets in the first half, and they would only get 45 in the second half as our defense tightened up. My goodness, did we bring some hectic, frenzied energy, and the building responded with it, and we were getting lit in that third quarter as the defense was ferocious, and we were forcing all types of turnovers. 17 forced turnovers, and so that's how many the Nuggets had versus only 7 for the Timberwolves. That's been a big turnaround with us lately. We're taking control of the ball. You can attribute some of that to Monte Morris pickup. He doesn't turn the ball over a lot. Mike, of course, is a low turnover player. And Anthony Edwards, he had some bad ones tonight. However, that is something he is improving in his game. But there was a lot of burden lifted on Anthony Edwards' back for this game. You can tell he was trying to be pretty heroic through many stretches of it, and we needed him to be that hero for us to have success. Has 30 points through 3 quarters. Unfortunately, finishes with 30 for the game. Actually sat a fair amount more than I was expecting to start that fourth quarter as well, and then not productive, unable to really contribute in that fourth, which was a bit of a downer, but like we played really well in this game, and we grinded. I'm really proud of the effort that the players put out there tonight. And Jaden McDaniels was someone who really stepped up. I've talked about some of the frustrating things that have been trending and happening with his season, but when it clicks with Jaden, it is a beauty to watch. Has some big-time dunks in this one. Has the Timberwolves' first 4-point play of the season, our first chance to even get one, I think. And that's insane. We were the last team to have an opportunity for that, which gets us to the officiating. God-awful in this one. You're probably not shocked to hear me say that. I feel like I can say that about every single game. And people talk about, oh, they're letting them play more with this recent stretch of the season. Fucking false. Sorry. 3 fouls for Slow-Mo in the first 3 minutes. He was our center to start this game, guarding Jokic. Basically all of them touch fouls, horrendous calls. Many phantom and ones just given to the Nuggets in this game. Was driving me absolutely insane. Hilarious, too, that we have to have, I think, 3 plays of Jamal Murray just throwing the ball out of bounds with no discrepancy or confusion in the play for it to be our ball, because we have to challenge the 2 times, and it's just the most obvious things in the world with just the clearest things in view of the official who makes the wrong call. And they were horrendous. Second half was a little bit better. They stopped calling just fouls that it didn't exist, but just have to get my little rant out there at some point. They're not the reason we lost this game. We had a lot of opportunities to take control, put this one away, and complete the comeback that was so miraculous that we made starting in that third quarter. But we just couldn't hit shots. Oh my, it was ugly. Nuggets shoot 52% from the floor and from 3. We shoot, I think it was 34% from 3, and it felt worse than that. A lot of those were kind of clutch buckets that we made at the end just to prolong the game, essentially, as we did play the foul game for a while. I mentioned they only had 45 second-half points. They also had like 4 trips to the line from us playing the foul game, so that contributes to it. Our defense was incredible, with us being at a huge deficiency, not having the core of our defense in Gobert and the other sides of Cat and Rudy, or Cat and Naz as well. I do want to commend Luka Garza for this game, though. He didn't really bring the offense a lot of in-and-out shots and just couldn't really hit the triple at a great rate. However, his defense, he held his own. I mean, that's usually the knock that you have for Garza, but with the Jokic matchup, I was impressed by the way he handled that. He really hustled, and I was just impressed, as well as our help defense and weak side activity. We got a lot of deflections, kind of denied the dunker spot pretty well in that second half especially, which helped stabilize our defense, and that was remarkable as well. But there's so many what-ifs through this game. It's just littered with them. I mean, there's so many offensive rebounds that we gave up that were really available boards to us that end up in second chance points for the Nuggets throughout the game. Also a couple instances of that in the fourth quarter. When we're playing the foul game, we actually do get the missed second free throw we're searching for. Don't secure the possession, they get 2 more free throws. You got Anthony Edwards missing a wide open 3 at the end of the game. What other what-ifs we got? It felt like they were endless through this one. The amount of wide open 3s that just weren't falling. Also a lot of missed layups and layups where we had uncontested looks that we decided to pass the ball last moment for a 3. The thought process of 3 is more than 2, or at least like the reality that manifested itself of that did not pay off for us. We missed so many open triples when we were passing up layups. And if Nikhil doesn't miss all of his 3s, if Mike Conley doesn't go scoreless for the first 44 minutes of the game, if Anthony Edwards gives us any points in the fourth quarter, if we had our bigs in general, if the officiating wasn't dog shit in the first half, we got all of these ifs. We had chances to win that game, and man, it felt like we really wanted that. We really tried. Second night of a back-to-back, had all the effort. It's make or miss league. We missed, and we missed. We missed, and we missed, and we still almost beat the defending champs at a heavy deficiency with our availability of our best players. So I'm proud of us. We didn't pull it together. I no longer am undefeated on this season when I'm in attendance. And also, I think I've gone to like 3 Denver games, and we'd won 3 in a row, I think, and then this was maybe the 4th one that I've been in the last several years. And we didn't win. So some streaks died tonight. Sad. They and OKC are tied for the 1 spot now. We are a game behind of each of them. We played Denver 2 more times to close out the season. I think they're both in Denver too. So yeah, gonna be tough. We need the health of our bigs to be at full strength, but we're playing pretty well. We're still grinding. Finch is finding a way. We'll get there. All right, that's it. Peace out.